way done, right? Um, and in doing so, I know that when I'm done, the satisfaction that that brings, okay, is well worth the cost, right? And so you guys have to know that, right? When you are developing a skill, when you are developing a skill, and it is hard work in the beginning, guys, and it's so easy to quit. It's so easy to quit and fall back, start scrolling on your phone and all the other bad habits that you have. But I'm gonna tell you what, if you stick to it, if you stay with what you're doing, if you continually, day in and day out, continually work on that skill relentlessly, guys, relentlessly, um, you will be happy about the results that you get from the skill that you develop, right? And I tell people this, you need to be guided, obviously, right? You need to be guided, right? If you don't know how to assess your own skills or what you're good at or what you can develop that will give value or figure out that hard problem that needs to be solved, right? Find somebody to help you do that. Find somebody to give you an assessment of who you are, right? Years ago, I took a personality test to figure out what type of personality I was, and and then I took a strength finder test to figure out what my strengths were, and I began reading books to figure out what I was good at, so that I can begin working on that to improve it, right? Because you may be good at something, but it's not good enough to solve a problem that people to need solved, or it's not good enough to create enough value to as many people as possible. No, you have a skill that you are good at, that you've maybe been doing for a couple of years as a hobby, and now you need to take it to the next level, guys. You need to grow and create value for as many people as possible. So in making money for your future, skills is the number one answer that you need to work on. You need to develop some skills. Either skills that you already have that you need to enhance, or skills that solve a problem that people need solving. You know, you have to learn how to listen to people. One of my rules I have is seek first to understand and then be understood, right? So listen to people, get in groups, get in forums that you're interested in, and stop talking so much and listen. Listen to what people have to say and figure out how to solve that problem, guys. One of the problems that I am working on is daily happiness for people. And that is a huge problem because most people don't seem to be able to find daily happiness. They don't seem to find waking up every single day full of bliss and joy. And so that is one thing I'm working on. So working to help people find daily happiness is a passion of mine and something that I want to do. You know, another passion of mine is helping people in the first halves of life, right? So I call my group the second halfers. And in the second halfers are trying to help people in the first half of life not to make the same mistakes by being transparent, right? So you guys know my story, you know. I came up with a father that's not willing to give any of his secrets of mistakes that he made. He is not going to tell me anything ever, and he never will. That is not how he is built, right? If you want to figure him out, you got to find out on your own. You got to do your own investigations, okay? You got to be NCIS to figure out what the hell my dad has done wrong in his life. That's how you're going to get information out of him. But that is okay. That is who he is, and I've accepted it at this point in my life. And I have seeked to find mentors and information and everything else elsewhere in my life, and I've grown from it, right? I've grown from it. You know, maybe if he would have revealed some secrets to me, I wouldn't have taken them as serious because he revealed them too soon or too easy. Who knows, right? So that is my venture, right? Helping people not to make mistakes, okay, and helping people to become happy. So Those are two passions that I have, and something that I will work for and work on developing to reach as many people as possible, as long as possible, for the rest of my life. And that's my definite chief aim in life, right? Trying to reach as many people as possible to help them achieve happiness on their level, living life at their terms. So that's going to touch a lot of things. And as it touches a lot of things, I will talk about a lot of things in these podcasts to help people to have a much better life. So, oh, the second question that my mentor asked me as I go ahead and I digress and I get to some of the things that I'm doing, he asked me, how much are you going to put into investments? Right? One thing my mentor taught me a long, long time ago is saving money is not making money. Period. Period. Okay? I hope you guys understand that. Saving money is not making money. Right? When you put money in the bank, you immediately begin to lose money on a daily basis. Every single day, right? The same way interest is compounded in an investment and you begin to make money compounded daily, is the same way the bank compounds the penalties of your money that's in the bank. And so they begin to take money from you as your money sits in the bank every single day. There are fees, okay, in the bank. You can only move a certain amount of money a certain amount of times a month in the bank. You are so restricted to your own money that you place in the bank. So I tell people, listen, have a minimum, right, or maximum, I'm sorry, not a minimum, a maximum of $250,000 in the bank, period, ever, right, in the bank. And make sure it's not in a traditional bank account, because if it's in a traditional bank account, you're gonna be losing money. So and I don't mean to sound like those are big numbers, but 6 months worth of expenses adds up really, really fast, guys. 6 months worth of expenses adds up really fast. So you guys need to understand that as the many crises are looming in our society today, you have to begin to have some cash flow, number one, from something other than your job. And number two, guys, you need to have an emergency fund to help you get back on track within 6 months, right, of you losing everything. Just think about it. So how much you're going to put into your investments, I always tell people, if you are working for a job, you should be putting 25% of your income every week or 2 weeks or month. 25% of your income should automatically go into your investments. You shouldn't even be able to see it. You know, if you work for a company for 30 years, okay, and you put 25% of your income into investments and you don't touch it, guys, and you don't touch it, in 30 years you'll probably have about $1 million sitting in the bank that you can use to invest in something else, right? Invest in something else to make that money move. Hopefully by then you will be a lot smarter with your investments. Hopefully by then you will be doing your homework and developing skills that you can know how to use that $1 million to put towards something to create a better future for you, your family, and your legacy. So how much money you're going to put in your investment was the second question that I meant to ask when it came to money. The third question that my mentor asked me, guys, is what is your 60% monthly budget? Now 60%, right? 60% monthly budget is, I don't care how much you make, guys, no matter how much money you make. If you make $100 a week, your expenses cannot, under no circumstances, exceed $60, right? We're just keeping it simple. If you make $100 a week, your expenses cannot exceed $60. That is the deal.